This is your local election headquarters.
Welcome back. In the first year of Governor Jeff Landry's term, there have been 3 special sessions to address redistricting, crime, and tax reform. But many are waiting for the legislature to address insurance. I spoke with people for and against a session on what they'd like to see.
People are leaving our state because of insurance. Businesses are leaving our state because of insurance. People and businesses are probably not considering our state to move into because of insurance.
A number of property insurance reforms were signed into law this year, and Temple says they're waiting to see the full impact. But car insurance rates continue to be sky high, and there has been talks of tort reform after the 2020 efforts were concluded to be not successful. Advocates for policyholders believe some of the moves already made by the legislature and Temple will harm consumers.
I think most of Commissioner Temple's proposals are legislative instruments that will make it harder for consumers to file claims, whether they're home or auto.
Temple responds to those accusations by leaning into the idea that the reforms aren't going to directly bring down premiums. Rather, it will create a more competitive market that will trickle down to lower rates for homeowners.
We're twice the national average to claim bodily injury. And if you're claiming bodily injury, then you're obviously going to have medical costs associated with it, which is going to drive the overall cost of the claim up. And then the second factor is we're at twice the national average to litigate.
On the other side of things, Riggs suggests that there needs to be more accountability in how rates are set by the companies and if the commissioner ever rejects a proposed rate increase. When asked why there has not been a call for a session yet, Temple said he has not had a chance to talk to the governor about it, but looks forward to doing so. Temple said his team is hoping to present the governor with a package of bills for a special session early next year. For your local election headquarters, I'm Shannon Hecht. Louisiana Treasurer John Fleming officially announced that he is running for the Senate in 2026. That seat is currently held by Senator Bill Cassidy. As a former congressman in the 4th District, Fleming previously ran for the Senate in 2016 to replace David Vitter. That race was won by Senator John Kennedy. In the announcement, Fleming was quoted as saying, "Senator Cassidy has failed the people of Louisiana," referring to Cassidy's comments about President-elect Trump and voting to convict Trump. Cassidy says that he has a track record of bringing money to Louisiana and passing legislation that helps all Americans. Speaker Mike Johnson has spent months doing everything he could to hang on to his job come January. But the end of the year government funding debates are quickly unraveling that work. His fellow Republicans expressed frustrations with him after a bipartisan deal was reached to keep the government funded, but President Trump and his allies shot the plan down, saying it was overspending. A second clean funding bill was also taken down the day after. With a razor-thin majority for Republicans in the House, Johnson can't afford too many of his own party to turn against him. And a new poll shows 55% of Americans approve of Trump's handling of the presidential transition. 54% expect the president-elect to do a good job when he returns to Washington. But a separate poll by the Associated Press says that Americans aren't as confident in Trump's ability to appoint a well-qualified cabinet. 27% say that they are very confident. Nearly twice that number, 55%, are slightly confident or not confident at all. Up next, we'll have a look at your year ahead on your local election headquarters.